We have launched into a garden week, and we're looking at fences and decks a little bit earlier. You got to keep that together because sometimes you may have that pool, you may have that dream pool that you're waiting to put in. And joining us from Mermaid Pools and Hot Tubs, Dave McNaughton. Great to have you here on the show.
Thanks, Leanne.
And really, this is one of those things too that you would love to be able to have, and for many people, it's something that they save up for. They have this dream pool. What should people know about the investment of getting ready to be able to do that for your house?
When you start planning, get a budget in mind, an amount that you really are prepared to spend, because there are a lot of extras associated with the pool, the hidden costs, gas, electrical, fencing, as you mentioned, decking, yard restoration, and shopping with a copy of your survey is very, very helpful, so somebody can see if there are any easements or restrictions that might prevent them from doing a pool properly.
Survey of your land.
Yeah.
You'll get that from the city, I guess, when you get your house. How would you find something like that?
With your lawyer.
Okay.
Your lawyer will provide that on closing. Sometimes, though, they've gone to title insurance, so there's less use of that. On the Quebec side, they do use a land survey on every project or every new home purchase. But it really makes the shopper a more informed buyer.
Okay, now, there's got to be a point where people look in their yard and say, my goodness, I would love to be able to build this huge pool. We have this idea, or for in my sake, I keep thinking my yard's too small to be able to put in a pool. Do you deal with a lot of people having different expectations when they're coming in to shop?
Absolutely. The yards are getting smaller, but we can do pools by the foot. That's how they're all priced, so any shape, any size. More often than not, the restrictions from the city is going to be more of an issue. But when it comes to above grounds, they're typically a fixed size. Semi-in-grounds, which are becoming very, very popular, come in a variety of shapes and sizes. And in-grounds, you think we can make it.
What's a semi-in-ground? I'm sorry to ask.
It's partially in, partially out, so it's more of an in-ground structure.
Okay.
But you don't go as deep in the ground, and thereby the cost decreases as well.
Now, what are we looking at in terms of an average cost, or what should you expect as you're starting to look into a budget as to bottom line to top line?
Well, I find that you can get an above ground pool for, in the $3,000 range with installation, taxes. You can spend, as much as say $13,000, $14,000 on an above ground if you really go big, high end with lots of options. Semi-in-grounds typically start around the $10,000 range, and if you work hard, you could maybe get to say $30,000, but you'd have to work really hard to do so. Big piece of property, maybe in the country. And in-grounds, they typically start in the high teens, very high teens. And the sky really is the limit on some of those. And
we've seen what people are able to do. You brought in some great pictures for us to be able to work with. So we're going to take a look into the monitor and see kind of a breakdown as to what people can expect with some of the photos that are coming in. So they're right there?
So that's a semi-in-ground pool that's built on ground.
Okay.
It's a radiant pool. It's a nice pool because it has insulation all the way around the pool.
So that's what you were talking about with the semi-in-ground.
Well, yeah, but more often than not, the semi-in-grounds will be lower to the ground. And I think I've got another photo that will do that.
Okay, so let's move through the photos.
That's an in-ground up in Wakefield. It was a national award winner for us.
I can see that.
If you look, there's some rock that already started right at the beginning, so it was quite the construction project, but just beautiful.
That is beautiful.
That's just to show that they come in all shapes and sizes. That's a very, very small in-ground pool. They didn't think they had enough space, as you just mentioned, so we can do any shape, any size.
You really can. I mean, it does come a little close to the house, so you can do it as long as you just have the footing to go right around.
Absolutely. And, again, rectangular pools are really coming back into popularity.
Nice clean look.
Nice clean lines, yeah. Now, that's a semi-in-ground.
All right.
Which is confusing for a lot of people because what they've done is they've hidden the backside where the slope of the yard would expose the back of the pool. And so they've interlocked up to the front, and that was also an award winner, national.
That makes sense. That makes sense for a lot of people. Okay,
another one like that as well. So stone around the front side where where the life is spent, and the back side where you don't want to spend a lot of your money, but you want to finish it off so you've got low maintenance. Low maintenance, low maintenance is what we hear all the time.
How small can you? What would the sizing be for something like that?
We, geez, we can do 12 by 20, 12 by 16, 12 by 16 as a matter of fact.
12 by 16 you can do it, and then we're looking at the hot tubs as well.
That's a saltwater hot tub, and we've got the best saltwater hot tubs around. They're here, and they make maintenance and owning a lot easier.
Well, we could discuss that because once you're starting to get into pools, you're starting to discuss the type of water in there, what you're looking for. So there's a ton of information that's available. The best thing, people come in, have their expectations, and then just ask the questions.
With a copy of their survey if possible, and then we can do a 3D design of their yard, put the scale, color in 3D so they really have an idea of the scope of the project. Again, those other costs can be, crippling.
So, and that's where you need to be realistic, but you can head to the website as well for more information, mermaidpools.com, www.mermaidpools.com. Thanks for the information and some beautiful pictures of work that you've done.